Hello and welcome everybody to another Edge of Eternities draft video. I'm paulcheon and today we are sitting at Plat 4. Yeah, unfortunately in yesterday's video, we had what I thought was a very solid Rakdos mid-range deck, but we only went 2 and 3. So I'm hoping to turn things around here and start the road to rank 1, potentially, if everything goes well this month. Now, before we hop into this draft, just wanted to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy some booster boxes of Edge of Eternity, or you wanted some singles to round out your standard, modern, pioneer, or even your commander decks, check out TCGplayer.com and make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also go to heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, everything you need to make sure you're ready to go at your next PTQ or RCQ, or FNM, or tabletop gaming experience in general, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. All right, come on. We need a bounce back. Oh. You know what? What better way to bounce back than with a Quantum Riddler? Woo, that's our second one in not too many drafts. Love to see it. Grav Kill, Edge Rover, Stirring Wildwood, all solid options here. But let's take the Riddler. Riddle me this. Oh, followed by a Mono Circuit Feeder. All right, Dimir Control. I'm feeling that. Maybe we table the Scour for scrap so we can search for the Circuit Feeder. But yeah, I mean, Circuit Feeder is, I think, a better card than the Edge Rover. So we're going to go ahead and take that here. Okay, that's a really good start. Really, really good start. Now, this is the tough part now. Like, this is obviously a fantastic start, but it's like, the question now becomes, do you force Dimir? Or do you still try to stay flexible? It's tough. It's tricky from this spot. All right, pack 1, pick 3. For example, here, there's a Wandering Fumarole, just fine. But there is an Orbital Plunge and a Virus Beetle. I do like them both over Lightless Evangel and Invasive Maneuvers. And you could easily take one of these red removal spells here. But given that I have these two cards, and I want early plays, artifacts, etc., I think the pick is just Virus Beetle, pass the red removal, and see where things go. I think Virus Beetle's in a lot of instances better than Invasive Maneuvers, so I don't even mind that anyways. So let's take this. Oh, Mouth of the Storm. I mean, I like Watery Grave too, obviously, but Mouth of the Storm is a fantastic win condition for this type of deck, and I mean, this is just a rock-solid start here for our configuration. All right, pack 1, pick 5. We have Hull Carver versus Self-Craft Mechan. And in a lot of instances, I would take the Self-Craft Mechan, but look at our deck. 5, 6, 7. They're all great. I want to make sure I don't get run over and die. I can take the Hull Carver here. So I'm going to take the Hull Carver there over the Self-Craft Mechan. The Self-Craft Mechan is certainly sweeter, and there's a lot of like engines you can build around, but there is still a fail case for that card. If you don't pick up the Cryogen Relics or the Nutrient Blocks, etc., sometimes it's not going to do enough work, and this deck just wants Hull Carver, right? Like, it wants Cryo Shatters and Hull Carvers just so that you can just get to 5, 6, and 7 mana. Tractor Beam, pick 6? Okay. I mean, blue is certainly very, very open here. I mean, this is an incredible start. That is a late Plasma Bolt, I will say. But there's just no world where I like pivot off of either of these things. So I think I'm just going to... There's a Decode Transmissions, but I'm just going to take... I don't think it's Survey Mechan. I'm just going to take Nanoform. Like in a 2-color deck... All right, you know what? I'm going to take this as a high upside play, okay? I'll take it as a high upside play. All right. Wow, another Invasive Maneuvers? Okay, well, anyways, there's a Lost in Space, Embrace Oblivion, and Mono Sentry. I don't have a lot of fodder just yet. I'm just going to take a Lost in Space here, just as a more good, tricky removal. Graph Pack Monoist, I love. Wandering Fumarole. I guess I'll take that in case there's some weird world where we, like, splash red. What the Self-Craft Mechan last pick? Okay. Well, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 drop. All right. I mean, now our curve, obviously, like, we want to focus on the lower end of our mana curve. There's a Vote Out and a Tractor Beam, but I think Cryogen Relic might be the pickup here, especially with the mech in. We want to smooth out our draws as well. I mean, it's an incredible common for this type of deck. All right, pack 2, pick 2. What do I want? I don't really care for the Steel Swarm Operator, so I'm looking at Vote Out and one of these cards. I'll take the Vote Out here just to make sure that we have good interaction. But noting that we are getting heavy on 4s, 1, 2, 3. So, you know, keep that in mind as we continue taking cards here. I don't really think Annul is a main deckable card. I like, in best of, like, I would take this if this was best of 3. But I think there's a higher chance Ilvoy Lightjammer makes the main deck here. So I'm just going to take it. Although I don't think we're going to play it, but we'll see. Maybe I should have taken something else over to Lost in Space. Now that I'm looking at this, it's like, perhaps I should have just taken the 1-mana 4/1. It's just like, and I could end up regretting that one. Here, no need for a Pinnacle Kill Ship when we have all these top-end cards already. I don't need a Nuthro Scan Ship either. I do have like enough card draw. I think I just take Virus Beetle here. Seems like a fairly easy Virus Beetle. We need 2 drops. It's good with the Selfcraft Mechan, gets me value, etc. Pack 2, pick 5. There's a Grav Pack Monoist and a Grav Kill. I'm just going to take the Grav Kill. I like the Monoist too, but I just feel like good, like hard removal, you still want to have a good number of it. I have lost to my fair share of Elegy Acolytes in this format, so it's just, let's just make sure that we have our bases covered. And probably this is a reason why maybe I shouldn't have taken the Lost in Space as well. If you're in blue-black, there's just a lot of 4-mana removal, and you can't, you can go a little bit overboard there. This is just not going to be a Hilderblade deck, 100%, so let's take a Lost in Space number 2, I guess. Here we have Divert Disaster. Oh, yeah. Absolutely love Divert Disaster in this type of deck, along with Unravel. I mean, this is just a pure control deck. So, having those cheap counters is important. I'll also take Depressurizes if those are available. More Hull Carvers. There was a Hull Carver that could potentially wheel. So if we get that, that would also be nice. Yeah, and I'm just going to do this by mana curve here just to get a better sense. Okay, there's a Hull Carver. Perfect. All right. Yeah, I mean... all right, well, we don't need a 4th Lost in Space. I'm not even playing any right now. I'll take the Steel Swarm Operator, but like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of this card. So I probably will avoid playing it if I can. All right, solid pack. Oh, so nobody's black? Last pick, Grav Pack Monoist? Oh my gosh, I thought... Doesn't this look similar? I thought this was another Quantum Riddler. Oh my gosh, Starwinder. I don't know how good this card is. I'm going to take it over Divert Disaster, but like honestly, Divert Disaster could be the pick. But let's take the Starwinder here and have some fun. All right, I need cheap removal. This is absolutely a Tragic Trajectory deck. Don't really care about this Alpha Rail. It's got a very, very bad win rate. Grav Pack Monoist could be an option, but clearly nobody at this table respects this card. So I'm just going to take the Tragic Trajectory here. This is good with flyers. I have the 2 Monoists, but that's basically it. Okay, well, oh, wait, hold on. This pack is insane. There's an Alpha Rail, Virus Beetle, and Cryogen Relic. So the question is, Cryogen Relic or Alpha Rail? Sorry, there's just, you know, I'm a sucker for this card. What do you all think? What are your thoughts on Cryogen Relic? Like what kind of feeling do you get when you have multiple Cryogen Relics in your deck? I get a very warm, tingly, happy feeling. I'm sure others do as well. Are you kidding me? Codecracker Hound? Pick 4? So nobody's in blue and not that many people are in black, and we first picked a mythic blue card and an uncommon. I mean, yeah, this is ridiculous. Okay, so we have ton of amazing card draw and an incredible late game. We can take Hull Carver number 3 or Ilvoy Infiltrator. I don't think I can turn this on very easily. I'm just going to take Hull Carver number 3. We have so much card draw, I can afford to just play a bunch of these, just so that I can get to the late game. All right. Doesn't feel like I want to play Voidforge Titan here. Yeah, I'm just going to take Mech and Shieldmate. It's a 2-drop. All right, here we have Ilvoy, Galeblade, and Memenon. I don't think Memenon's very strong. Yeah, whatever. I'll take it, but I'm just letting you know that I don't think this card's particularly good. This is a really good card. Why is this in the pack? Pack 3, pick 8. Okay. All right, another Divert Disaster. A Graph Pack mod. I mean, we're just... Okay. I mean, there's a Beamsaw Prospector, but I'm taking the Alpha Rail. You know what's actually a real concern here? I might deck myself. What the hell? I mean, we got literally everything. Alright, alright. Don't mess this one up, Paul, is all I'm gonna say. Do not mess this one. Like, our creature suite is amazing. 3 Hull Carvers, 2 Virus Beetles, all of our 3-drops are great. The Graph Pack Monos work very well with the Quantum Riddler. Although, here's my question, though. Like, if I don't have any sacrifice, then how good are the Graph Pack Monoists, right? That's, like, the question. You can warp this in turn 2 to draw cards. Yeah, this is crazy. Alright, I'm just gonna cut the Unravel here, just because I think I just like playing the 3-mana creatures here instead. I do like the Divert Disasters, though, just because I'm kind of lacking on early plays. I do have these 5 cards I can play, so, I mean, it's like saying you have 5 2-drops and a Tragic Trajectory, that's 6, so, you know, I can see maybe shaving 1 Divert Disaster. Keep a pretty high creature count. Seems okay. We have double Cryogen Relic, Codecracker Hound, Alpha Rail, Selfcraft Mechan, Quantum Riddler, like so many. And then we have just good ways to close out games as well. I could see shaving a Monoist for like another Divert Disaster. No, you know what? Let's just go with this. Let's take a look once again at our sideboard to see what we're not playing. It's a second copy of Divert Disaster, which you can make an argument to play. Unravel, I don't know that is necessary. And actually, we have more black sources, so going 9-8 black and not having to rely on the double blue from the Unravel seems okay. Don't need Memenon, don't need the Lost in Spaces. Yeah. I mean, look, at the end of the day, it's like a very small thing. It's basically, do I want Graph Pack Monoist number 3 or Divert Disaster number 2? And you know what the tiebreaker is? Starwinder. Let's have some fun with the Starwinder. All right, this deck is great. Don't mess it up, Paul. All right, now before round 1 starts, I just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Special shout out here to all the patrons. Thank you so much for all your support, as it means a lot and allows me to continue making all of this content. Access to the Patreon gives you access to my Discord channel, which I believe is an excellent resource to up your limited game, along with monthly videos that I make for the Patreon only, and also private monthly streams depending on the tier. So lots of things to check out on the Patreon. All right. Totally fine hand here. 2 of each land, Virus Beetle, Codecracker Hound, and Graph Pack Monoist. Hull Carver. Perfect. Got it all. 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop. All right, playing against another blue-black deck here. Hit for 1. All right, Virus Beetle successfully enters the battlefield, gets its card. Obviously very happy about that. We got an Embrace Oblivion. Yeah, that's good. Hull Carver from our opponent. And a Gigastorm Titan. Okay, so we're going to keep our Hull Carver back, and let's play a Graph Pack Monoist. I don't need to draw any cards right now. Like, I have lands and spells that I'm happy with. So given that, I just want to play the most impactful creature, which is the Graph Pack Monoist. At least when it comes to like combat stats. Now, if they kill the Hull Carver, it is a little bit annoying. All right, depressurize, sure. All right, so now the Gigastorm Titan gets in for 4. Sure. Just going to play this very slow. The thing is, like, I'd almost rather get my Grav Kill counterspelled. So we're just going to try to kill this. Okay, it worked. And that's a Faller's Faithful on Hull Carver, most likely. Yeah, that's good. They get to draw some cards. And I'm going to try to play around Divert Disaster here. So let's play the land first, and now we're going to warp this in. And let's take a Monoist. Don't need that land. Attack for 2 in the air. Alright. Just a nice, smooth draw here. And I know there's a lot more card draw in our deck. Virus Beetle, okay. Got a land to throw away. Okay. Illavoy Lightjammer, you got me. I mean, it is a 4-3. That's kind of annoying. Alright, so let's play Codecracker Hound. Oof. I guess we'll take Starwinder. Let's take Graph Pack Monoist. 2 in the air. We'll just take 5 if they hit us. It's fine. So I feel like they have like a removal spell here, right? So I'm like very hesitant to put the Starwinder in when they have this much mana available. So I'm just going to attack with everything. Then I'll play Faller's Faithful. Target my Graph Pack Monoist. I suppose they can fizzle it with a removal spell. Which I guess I'm okay with. Oh, sure, it's a Graph Kill. Well, you know what? Guess who had the sick read? Right? Guess who had the sick read? You gonna attack me again? Oh, well, yes. Now they surely will. Alright, well, we'll try to take less damage here. Alright. Let's draw some cards. Yes. And yes. Oh, yes. Spidey Senses! Spidey Senses for the win! Am I right? How tempting would it have been for most folks to just run out that Starwinder on the previous turn? I mean, to be fair, I almost did it as well. Alright, 1-0. Alright, opponent on the play. No cheap stuff, but you know what? Hopefully the Cryogen Relic gets us to where we need to go. We have triple Hull Carver, double Virus Beetle, Tragic Trajectory, and they led with Island, which is good, and Nutrient Block, which is also good. Because I will say, just in general, I think I like my matchup against other slower decks. All right. They're looking for a land. Whew. Okay. Alright, they found a land. Fair enough. I'm gonna warp this. Like, it's just so unlikely for them to not play a creature next turn for me to hit them with the Starwinder. Okay, well, that's... well, I guess I'll take a Hull Carver. Honestly, that's not bad, because next turn I get to double spell. Oh, no! It's the person... Are you kidding me right now? I got milled for 23 cards. I think I'm actually just dead. Are you... Did this really just happen? Turn 1 nutrient block, counter my thing, mill me for 23? Alright, well, I will try to win this game. I don't think it involves playing Codecracker Hound, though. Okay, who am I kidding? I can't win this game. Well, you can cross that off the bucket list, folks. I have been milled several times in this format, but that's the first time I think I've lost to a space-time anomaly. Turn 4 space-time anomaly on the play with a life gain spell against a deck that draws a lot of cards and tries to win. It's literally the best possible matchup for my opponent. Alright, whatever. What the hell? Okay. Turn 1 Gene Pollinator from the opponent. We're going to keep this hand. We have a Cryogen Relic. Into Graph Pack Monoist ×2. Incredible start from the opponent. Like, okay. Turn 1 Gene Pollinator into Sammy's Curiosity into Blooming Stinger is a nice one. Will note, though, the Graph Pack Monoist does line up pretty well. So, there is that. There's an Ice Cave Crasher, okay. Like, here's the thing. Like, what can you even do against this start? For the most part. Like, you can cry. I can cry. I mean, I'm kind of crying right now. Filebringer. That was, I mean, that Gene Pollinator has been doing so much work for them. So the reason why I'm doing it like this is next turn I can play another Graph Pack Monoist and use my Cryogen Relic. Hopefully I don't just straight up die here. But like any form of interaction here and it's going to be really tough for me. But just playing out my hand and hoping for the best. Yeah, I mean, given this delay, I think they have a removal spell. Okay. Survey Mechan. Yeah, that's a good one. Alright, let's lock down the Ice Cave Crasher. Faller's Faithful is interesting. Nothing really worth killing, though. You know what's really funny about this? Is I actually think it's correct to block the Mechan. And then, if I do, then my Monoist Circuit Feeder gets to kill the Ice Cave Crasher. Or, I mean, I get to deal 4 damage to something. Shattered Wings, okay. Alright, well, sadly, we didn't get to do what we wanted to do. That's okay. All right, they're at 11. I'm at 8. That hurt. That hurt. All right. Self-craft Mechan, Divert Disaster. This costs 6 mana to use. No, 7 mana to use. I'm at 3 life, so the Mechan is very close to killing me. Oh, that's a grav kill. I mean, do I just kill the Crasher and hope for the best? No, I'll go with the Divert Disaster. I just have no way to stop the Survey Mechan. That's the problem. Okay, well, that got us anyways. I mean, what a good draw. Like a good solid. And I mean, that is the issue with this format. Like, you can have really good starts and you just get, there's like so many non-games, right? You're on the draw and they go turn 1 Gene Pollinator. I've just experienced a like where my hand looks okay and I just just didn't ever have a chance. My deck is so good too. Oh, and we're 1 and 2. What a world we live in. All right. I'm going to keep this hand 4 lands, Mouth of the Storm, Hull Carver, Graph Pack, Monolith. So a 1-drop and a 3-drop, and then something to do in the late game. Oh yeah, I just realized, I forgot what we lost to the first time, and it was to getting milled for 23 cards. Ah. Alright, Frenzied Baloth is the play. It's not too bad, because we have 2 blockers here that can trade with it, but obviously turn 2 Baloth is always strong. Like, they're a green deck, so I feel like there's a little more value in having Hull Carver in play to trade with something bigger. It's a Self-Craft Mechan. I'm just going to play the evasive creature here for now. Like, what are they going to do? Play Timeline Color and attack me? Doesn't seem that strong. Beamsaw Prospector, okay. And now I have the flyer, so that's good. Let's cast this with Warp. Take the Hull Carver. Hit with the flyer. I don't want them to block and ramp. The way I look at this is by taking a Hull Carver over a land, like, I just have fodder for Self-Craft Mechan, if that's what I want to do. Like, I have that as an option. Although, taking the land would give me a much higher chance of making sure I can play Mouth of the Storm on turn 7. But of course, I can, If I don't draw a land next turn, then I can just play the Codecracker Hound and look for a land. And that's obviously also an option here. Caesarean Dirgecraft. We'll sack one of the Holocarvers. I like having a flyer available. I don't think they should try and station the Dirgecraft. You just take too much damage, I feel, but yeah. Good play for the opponent. See if we can find a play here. Ooh, Starwinder or Virus Beetle? That's interesting. I mean, I have 6 lands in play, right? It's just like like if the game goes longer, I'm really gonna want this Starwinder. It's just a giant threat, and I have a flyer already that I can use to draw cards. Like, I think that's what I want to do. All right. Oh, so they're gonna have a 4/3 flyer here, and I imagine they're gonna want to keep it back on defense. Okay, Zoo if fit as well. Okay, fair enough. Well, that's just insane. Okay. I guess they're at 12. Do they have a big thing in their yard? Just a 3/2? This is a big turn, and I'm trying to figure out what the best path to victory is. I think it's probably just playing the 4/6 flyer. If they kill it, right? But the 4/6 flyer just kind of blocks everything. Sure. I'd rather not take 4 and then die to the Dubious Delicacy. This is fine. Timeline Color. They should get a creature back from their graveyard. I mean, they are getting a massive amount of value here. But let's get Mouth of the Storm going. Shrink everything. Sure. I mean, that dubious Delicacy was definitely good. All right, life total is 8 to 9. I have a 6/6 flyer and a 2/1 flyer. That's a Timeline Color. And a Germinating Worm. Wait, why didn't they put it into play off the Zoo if fit? Okay. Alright, Grav Kill, that should do it. Whew! Man, I was almost about to go 1-3 with this deck. I literally had to play like 3 rares to like win this game. Maybe my deck is not as good as I thought. I don't even know. Alright, 2-2. Yeah, these Qs are popping off really fast. That's good. Makes me forget about my losses. Alright, on the play, 2 islands, 2 swamps. Yeah, keeping. I don't have a 1 or 2 drop. But... And the thing is, we have a... Oh no, not again. At least we're on the play. They played a turn 1 Gene Pollinator into Plane, so they're going to be on the more aggressive side here. Gonna play Graph Pack Monoist. Sunstar Expansionist. Oof. Easiest block of my life. I don't think I need to play the Codecracker Hound, given that I have a Hull Carver here. So let's just try and get more value. Did they miss a land drop? I think they did. Okay, okay. That obviously helps. Okay. Thawbringer, sure. Starwinder, that's interesting. They kept on top, so it's a land on top. My mana is so weird right now. My mana is so incredibly weird. Like, I really want to play a 4-drop this turn. So I'm going to. Because next turn, like, I want to go Codecracker. Like, I want to be able to double spell next turn is the important thing here. Like, I could have played the Graph Pack Monoist, and then what am I going to do? Like, warp this in, fall really behind on board, or, like, play the Codecracker Hound and hope to find... Like, you know what I mean? There's just, like, a lot, and none of it is, like, particularly strong. All right, great. They made an extra 1/1. All right, and we drew the land, so that's great. So let's Codecracker Hound here. I mean, let's just take the Monoist. Like, obviously it's tempting to get to 7 lands, but I just... At the same time, just having another Graph Pack Monoist seems very good. Ooh, stealing Starfield Vocalist is really exciting. And the way I look at this is if they don't play a flyer, and I don't draw land number 7, I can warp into Starwinder, draw cards, and then... Okay, well, I guess I can just play Starwinder. I actually don't know. Only because they're keeping up so much mana. Look, if they're splashing for a counterspell, so be it. Right? Like, they're white-green. If they're splashing for a counterspell there, so be it. Let's just play this. Highest upside, draw cards. If they kill it, I still draw 2 cards. And we're looking okay. And those are really good cards to draw. Faller's Faithful and Selfcraft Mechan. Okay. Alright, I'm glad it wasn't like an Oblivion Ring or something, you know what I mean? Okay, that's not too bad. Worm is gone. Two, three, four, five. Okay, yeah. So let's yoink the Vocalist. It gets tapped twice, I guess. I mean, this, look, we're still drawing cards. Okay. Another flyer. Okay, Gene Pollinator and Germinating Worm. And that's game. Okay. Okay. Come on. This is how we drew this up, okay? This is what I envisioned. This is what I envisioned before I got milled for 23 cards. 3 and 2. Let's go. I've never had the Qs fired this fast. Literally, I'm waiting for like 2 seconds. All right, on the play here, good hand. 3 lands, Codecracker Hound, Selfcraft Mechan, Quantum Riddler, and Tragic Trajectory. Do you just warp this in turn 2, or do you wait? It's like a really interesting question. Like, ideally, you want to wait if you can afford to. Like, if you're not going to miss land drops or miss plays, then you should wait till you have 1 card in hand so that the warp cost on the Riddler will draw you 2 cards, right? Well, I guess we wait and just keep up Divert Disaster. Okay. They're like, which card do I want to get Divert Disastered? Doesn't really matter. I know I have a Tragic Trajectory, but look, I can use that for something else later too, right? I'm in no rush to like deal a bunch of damage to them. Here, obviously, we take the land. Codecracker Hound. I think they warped it. Yep. It's one of those matchups, friends. It's one of those matchups. But you know what? I like my hand, so obviously this can go... They didn't keep Dauntless Scrapbot. Oof. That's scary. Yep. I'll take all the lands. We have Selfcraft Mechan here as well. The only quote-unquote downside here is I've been drawing so many cards, I'm not able to get max value off of the Quantum Riddler. Woe is me. Woe is me. You better have another play here, no? Okay. Maybe I should have put a counter on the Hull Carver. I don't know. I think it was kind of close. If they play something big to try to stabilize next turn, I can always just go land, grab, kill, Tragic Trajectory. All right, you can finally use your Divert Disaster. Good. Good. Okay. So they have, I mean, they have 7 cards in hand, but we have the slightly better board with some good interaction here. All right, there's the Swamp. Caesarean Voidborn. Okay. Not the scariest thing in the world. What did they have, like Biosynthetic Burst or something? Okay. Do they have something here? I don't know. It could be like a diplomatic relations or something. Oh, dubious delicacy. So the question is, do I let the Selfcraft Mechan die? I think the answer is yes. Just because I think it's more important to have Grav Kill for like... They're bound to have like a big creature to play here, and I just want to make sure that I play around that. We'll see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have access to 7 mana here. 3 cards in hand. Pinnacle Kill Ship, I guess, would be annoying. Because it still just gets value when it comes in. I wonder what the green the splash is for. Biomech Engineer, maybe? Woo! Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna warp this in, because if they kill it, they kill it. And then if they kill it, then they won't be able to kill my Quantum Riddler, right? So now I can safely attack with everything. And draw cards. Obviously, they can have a way to kill my Starwinder. Okay, of course I'm going to keep that. What was that? Hissing Quagmire? Sure. Alright, let's warp this in. That was good. So they have to deal with Starwinder and Quantum Riddler, and I have a Grav Kill in my hand. It's a lot. It is a lot. But they are at 15 life, and it's pretty clear that they have some interaction here, so we still have to obviously play it carefully. Mouth of the Storm, okay. I'm not going to mess around here. I'm going to do this while my opponent's tapped out. Get that off the battlefield. Like, no, I'm in no crazy rush, right? Okay, Nanoform Sentinel we're okay with. No need to try to do Starwinder shenanigans. Like, I'd rather just play a bunch of things when my opponent has 2 mana up here. I actually don't really need to have it draw me multiple cards here. So I'm just playing out a bunch of stuff here. See what happens. Like, my hand is still pretty good against the Wrath. If they tractor beam the Quantum Riddler, that'd be kind of annoying, I suppose. We have 4 artifacts in play, so Mono Circuit Feeder is for 5. There's a land. Just kill it, man. Oh, there is the tractor beam. Fair enough. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't want to draw 10 cards. Alright, well, they get to draw 2 cards here. The Tractor Beam was good. They killed my 4/6, and they get to draw 2 cards. Let's see if they can draw their way out of this. Sure. Comet Crawler is a good one. Are you kidding me? They had one of these in hand and they drew another removal spell. That is absurd. That is actually absurd. Okay. Fair enough. Let's draw a card and keep this tapped down, I guess. Okay, we drew a Graph Pack Monoist. Alright, well, they still have to draw out of this. They're at 4. Okay. I mean, it's so hard, right? Like, even if they kill 2 of my biggest things, they die. But they had a good deck. Tractor Beam on Quantum Riddler is quite strong. And despite us being up so many cards there, it was actually very close. Okay. Continuing to claw back from 1-2 to 4-2. Alright, opponent on the play. We got a couple of 2-drops and some 3-drops. Good curve. I mean, this deck is really, really strong. I gotta keep telling myself this. Alright, looks like our opponent keeps. Alright, no Gene Pollinator, so that's good. No 2-drop, wow. Gonna just play a Virus Beetle here just because it's cheap. Or, sorry, because it's more mana efficient. Like, Hole Carver is obviously good too, but let's do this. And then next turn we have the option of, like, playing a 3-drop or playing Cryogen Relic plus 1-drop. Lots of options. I think I'm leaning towards playing a 3-drop, though, because then on the following turn I have the flexibility of going 3-drop plus 1-drop. Wow, they discarded Honor. Their hand must be really good. Is there a flash creature I don't know about? Did they have Focus Fire? Like, Focus Fire or Virus Beetle is just not it, right? Just put a flyer in play here for now. I mean, I have no idea what they're working with. This is very odd. Like, what kind of hand are you keeping here? Do they have, like, the white sweeper? You know what I mean? It's just, like, really weird. I'm actually not going to play Hull Carver here. It's very sussy. Okay, auxiliary boosters, sure. Okay, Monoist Circuit Feeder. All right, let's go Cryogen Relic. I guess that technically works. Do I do it? It does make my Circuit Feeder worse, but getting in for 5 here seems pretty good. Harmonious Grove Strider. 6/6. That's big. To the skies. Okay, Focus Fire gets turned on now, right? They like 100% have Focus Fire. All right. We have a plan. The plan is to go very wide. What do they have? I'm so scared. What? They just conceded? Okay. That is just the most bizarre. Like, I don't even know what was happening there. All right. They should have moved the boosters to the Grove Strider. And then I would have had really tricky attacks. But anyways, we'll take it. We are now 5-2. We've ranked up. Let's keep it going. All right, opponent on the play here. Ooh, this is a really slow hand. 6-drop, Starwinder Grav Kill on the draw. I think I got a mulligan that. It just does not do enough. This is an interesting hand too. I think I'm going to bottom the Monoist. But you could go any direction with that. Like, it's like, what do you think you're going to play against? Aggro or control? If you're playing against aggro, then the Monoist is good. But I do like Virus Beetle into Faller's Faithful. It's an Illvoid Galeblade. Okay, I was hoping for something slow. This is still okay, I guess. Wow. You know what's funny? The Technician would have been really annoying. Like, look at my hand. But that also means they have, you know, plenty of good options here, obviously. Like, they're 100% playing some kind of 3-drop. That's a good one. That is a good one. Damn. Oh, that's a little unfortunate. Darn, that did not work. I can either play the Relic or the Faller's Faithful. Like, if I play the Relic, next turn I can Faller's Faithful my Beetle and then Tragic Trajectory something, which is pretty good. And I don't think my 3/1's doing anything, so while this is not a good use of my mana, I just feel like this is the play. Alright, they got a free 1/4. I mean, it's got no text, but it's still a free 1/4, right? Nanoform Sentinel, okay. Mouth of the Storm. 4 cards in hand for the opponent. Next turn, we should be set up to stabilize a bit with the Grav Kill and the Hull Carver. We are taking a good amount of damage this turn, though. The nature of this format, just like push, push, push. The removal is so good, where if you like curve out and just have a removal spell, that just, like, even if your deck is superior, you can just lose. Might as well just do it now, because I'm going to do it anyways. Oh, man. Okay, 4 cards in hand for the opponent. They've been missing land drops, so their hand is all action. I'm just hoping they don't have removal. They do. I'm going to keep this. Just like a 1-drop that trades with their stuff. Seems good. All right, let's lock up the Faller's Faithful. Okay, draw a Hull Carver. Pass. It's land number 5. Okay. Did I have a counter spell? I don't know. Whatever. I hope they have a removal spell that they can't use to kill Mouth of the Storm. Like a Grav Kill or something. It is a Grav Kill. They definitely have a Grav Kill. I hope they don't have a land. Okay, Mechanizoa works. It definitely works. Oh, they're gonna kill me, actually. Oh, no, this isn't in play. This is not in play. That's really important. All right. Grav Kill. Yeah. I mean, that was fairly obvious based on how things sequenced out, but yeah, now we're in trouble, right? I can't attack. All right. All right, let's find some card draw effects here. At some point, like, the thing is our opponent also just has a lot of action too, so... Okay, that was a very good counterspell for us. They can't attack us, and we drew a Virus Beetle. That's a Hull Carver. Can I attack? I don't think so. Because they can just tap down my Virus Beetle after I attack with this and hit me down to 2. And, you know, I'm just not playing the game right now of trading 6 damage for 3 damage, especially when they have a Mechanizoa available, right? So, all right, Cryo Shatter, sure, it's good. I mean, they can't really tap down Mouth of the Storm, which is good. All right, these lands are 8, 9, 10. Come on. Come on. Not like this. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess that would have been the advantage of doing it the other way with the Virus Beetle. I think I'm gonna draw a card here. I think I can do better. Alright, Hull Carver, good. Okay. Starwinder, sure. Wait, do you have a removal spell too? Oh my gosh. Alright. Hey, look, I mean, this happens where, like, sometimes your opponents just draw more action than you. I mean, my deck has a lot of ways to mitigate that, but sometimes there's just nothing you can do. So now it's like, I have to deal with... I guess it's just this 5/5 for now, but if I draw a creature, it's not even good enough because they can play the Mechanizoa. Okay, Codecracker Hound helps. I have to just cast it. And then I have to draw something else on top of this. Quantum Riddler. Okay. That's how you do it. Okay. Hull Carver. Okay. We're trying. We are trying. Wow. What an absurd sequence of draws here. What an absurd sequence of... I get to draw 2 more cards here too, by the way. So we are clawing back here. Oh my gosh. Tractor Beam on... I don't know about Tractor Beam on Starwinder. I don't know about that one. Let's go land. Play the Relic. Draw 2 more cards. Okay, mono is Circuit Feeder for 3. I have 4, 8, 9 mana available, so I can't play both. Yeah, I actually don't want to steal the Starwinder, I think. And then this lets me play the Circuit Feeder to kill the other Mechanizoa. Alright. Oh, you dirty dog. Oh no, come on. What a top deck. Oh my gosh. Pinnacle Kill Ship? Oh, this is insane. This is actually insane. I can't kill anything. Can I get the Starwinder back? So 1, 2, 3 plus 4. Oh, I can shrink this, right? Because I can't kill anything. All right. This is so wild. Like, I still need to top deck here. Wow, that kill ship. That Pinnacle Kill Ship. Unreal. That's so bad. That was so bad for me. All right, come on, deck. I still need to top deck. This is so brutal. So brutal. Oh. How? How? That kill ship was so sick. Like, I had it all lined up. They play Mechanozoa. I kill it with the Circuit Feeder. They didn't have any removal spell for my Quantum Riddler. I didn't want to deck myself because this is a must. Oh, it's a May. So if I steal this, it's a May. But I wanted to take the Mechanozoa to be able to kill the other Mechanozoa. What a sick game. That's insane. All right. I mean, my opponent had a solid deck. I do feel like we had the better deck, but, you know, like, we literally thought we were 100% to lose that game, and then we were able to claw back. But, yeah, forgot that this was a May, so maybe I should have just stolen this. But, like, I don't know when. Do I just draw 4 cards immediately? I just thought I was so far ahead, I didn't want to deck myself. But because I don't play with this card often enough, I just totally forgot that it was a May. I should have just taken this, drawn 4 cards, and then just stopped drawing cards off of it later. That's what I should have done. And honestly, that's what cost me that game. It absolutely did. Because I feel like with those extra resources, I might have been able to just draw enough stuff, because I drew basically every land in my deck. And that would have let me compete. So, yeah. Yeah. So this one is tough for me to swallow, just because in the hands of a better pilot, I think they might have won more games. Like, obviously the person that I got decked to, like, I'm going to get decked to anyways. And then the other person, like, I just straight up lost. Here, I also straight up lost, but I think I could have played a little bit better. I could have. Anyways, we still went 5-3. I think this is one of the better decks I've drafted. Like, this just had everything that I want. This is like a very, very high chance of trophying, and I still fumbled it somehow, some way, which is a little bit unfortunate. It sucks. Should have taken the Starwinder, drawn the cards by hitting them with the Quantum Riddler, and then stopped drawing cards. Yeah. Should have taken a little bit of time to think through that line. And sometimes, admittedly, like, I try to get... No excuses. I just messed up. My top end was good. My curve was good. My removal was fine. My card draw was great. This deserved more than 5 wins. But given that we were 1-2 to start, I guess we'll take it and use these learnings and continue to do better in future draft videos. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Also check out TCGplayer.com for all your MTG singles and sealed product needs. Hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but not least, check out heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Oh, that sucks. I'll see you tomorrow.